This is a tidbit talk for the ladies, for women. I saw this content yesterday from this psychologist. She's a therapist and she's teaching women to date as many men as possible. She said it is a numbers game. That it's all about dating as many men as possible, and hopefully luck is on your side. Then you will find a man that is rich. It doesn't work like that, my love. This is real life. I am going to speak to you like you're my child, like you're my daughter. Which is, I don't want you to fall into turbulence of life. You have to think outside of the box, my love. You have to think completely differently from the rest of your contemporaries, the rest of the women in society, if you want to land a good man. A rich man, a man that will do anything for you. Now check this out. It's possible you end up with a rich man and 5-10 years into that relationship, he becomes poor. This is real life. The best you can find is to find a man that, is not yet rich, but he can provide himself food, clothing, shelter. But the way he moves, there's this guarantee that he's going to make it. Then you come with your wisdom and your intelligence with him and you make something. You build something. You position yourself well in his life, like an helper, a support system. Now check this out. You have to be very, very wise. You want to position yourself almost indispensable in a way that he cannot function without you. When you go to school, you're not just going to school to get a degree. Most of you go to school to get empty degrees. Can you imagine going to school to study business, accounting, economics, educational management? Seriously? When you go to school, go to the library, go to master's degree department, spend time talking, work on your communication skills, strike conversations with people in departments, in levels that are higher than you. This is how you can pick them. All those science department, engineering department, those guys are going to be wealthy. That is not the time for you to party because you don't have that much time. If anybody has never told you before, my love, around the age 19 to like 22, 23 years old, that is your peak. Oh my God. You are on the same level as a multimillionaire man. That is not the time to date, to throw, because, like you might think I'm not ready for a relationship. Okay. When you're ready for a relationship around 26, 27, you are outside of your peak. No man in this world is going to tell you this harsh reality. But me, I don't want to have sex with you because you are my daughter and I'm telling you the truth. Spend time with elderly women that are married to men that they do respect. Does that make sense to you? Men that they respect. There are so many men in this world. Attraction has nothing to do with for you. If you say, I want a tall man, a good-looking man, I want to be attracted to him, and he has to love me, he has to be able to sacrifice. It doesn't work like that, my love. Something has to give. It's possible you find a 5'2". He's 5'2", he's 5'5" feet tall. But he's not yet rich. But he needs a push. That might be your life. Don't waste your resources. Your life is completely different from that of men. Now, some will say that when a man comes out to say, I don't want a woman that is outside of her peak, that is misogyny. Stop using language of the modern time. Feminism, it's just this. All those language is going to deprive you. But remember, just because you are deprived of having a crown, because a man in your life is a crown, that does not mean men will not sleep with you. Because come on now, you are a woman. A heterosexual man will be attracted to your banging body. That your big boobs and your big yash that is making you think you're the shit. Come on now. It takes nothing. I want a man that will take me to an expensive date. A man is going to save up. Even if he does not have money, he's going to save up and take you to those expensive dates and sleep with you. And use language like, I'm still trying to get to know you. A man knows if you're going to be his wife before you say your third sentence. Now, it's possible you package it right on that first interaction. Before the third date, a man knows if he's going to marry you. You have to be very, very wise. You You have to be very, very wise, and you have to do it as quick, as fast as possible. Now, social media will have you believe that going to where rich people spend time, this is where you're going to find rich men. Let me tell you something. Going to where rich people spend time or high-end places, that does not mean you're going to find rich men there. Remember, women do a great job teaching men how to operate and behave in society. Does that make sense? Because men want to get laid. The bigger percentage of men do not care about marriage. Men just want to have sex. And women expectation is what shaped the brain and the life of men. Okay, if I'm educated, I'm different from the rest of men. Okay, if I have a business, okay, I'm different from, now I'm a 1%. Okay, if I start dressing like this, okay, if I shape my beards like this, women like it. Okay, if I wear suits, now I'm different from men. Okay, I start wearing loafers. Okay, wear sunglasses. Okay, so women like men that smell. Okay, I'll start using different cologne. Okay, women don't like cologne that smell like flour, that smell like powder. Okay, I'll use tobacco. You get me? Women are the ones that train men indirectly. But you know, obviously you're not going to listen to me because, you know, you're a woman. You want your experience. I get that. But you can date multiple men at the same time and still end up with low lives. You have to be very, very intelligent. Very, very, very intelligent. You get me? You need to have your own mind. You need to have your own brain. You need to have your own train of thought. You get me? Society is doing so. Like your body, what you offer men, it is high value. That sex, that one night stand, you're giving away your product. So what you're telling me indirectly is going on expensive dates. That is the price of what you have to offer. And you know, there's a lot of single women on this platform. 25, 26, 27, very beautiful, banging body. Very, single. Why? Like, why? If you're with if you meet an experienced man, he knows that he can place you in a roster. I am an experienced man, and I know because I've done this back to back. So I speak to you like my child. I speak to you like this because I care and I love you. You don't have to date multiple men. Women have successfully trained and changed men. Previous generation of men, they used to not have intuition. Isolation. The bigger percentage of men have been isolated. Their discernment and their intuition skills is very, very sharp. A man knows at this stage in 2025 right now, when a man penetrates you with his penis into your vagina, right now, the bigger percentage of men can tell if somebody has been there before. You don't, either you're a virgin or you're not a virgin. A man can tell. Why women will say, why does that matter? A man wants to believe that he has something to teach you. If it's obvious that somebody is there, it's like software engineers. You know when you deploy a source code to GitHub, to a repository, to like a main branch, or let's say you create a main branch, you can tell if somebody tampers with that branch or if somebody has been to that, because it's going to show you discernment and intuition is what you have successfully trained men to have indirectly. But let's just say you are a young woman, but you want an upright man. You're 20 years old. Some will say they don't want a man in his 40s. I understand. If you want a man that is at least 3 years older than you, or let's say 5 years older, or 6 years older than you, you have to think outside of the box. You can't just meet this one and have sex with him because he's good looking. Good looks does not mean that man is rich. And just because a man clean up's nice, that does not mean that man has his life together. My advice to you, because I love you, be well.